Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Markus Kreikebaum. I'm from EBS University of Business and Law in Wiesbaden, Germany. And I'd like to present to you the essentials of our service learning program here at EBS. Lecture number 3, how to reflect your experiences. The impressions you will gain due to service learning will change you a little bit. It might be that you perceive handicapped people or refugees differently than before. It might be that you perceive seniors or children with much lesser privileges than you have in a much different way. It might be that you consume your food differently and that you try to waste not so much food when you have been serving in a soup kitchen. All these questions will not stop when you leave the organization or the institution that you're serving. They will continue to dwell in you. So questions like, do we really live in a society with equal opportunities for all people? Or why do the poor people stay poor? Or why do we waste about half our food on a daily basis? These are some deep questions that you will ask yourself when you enter the service learning course. To link your personal experience to these larger contexts is your second assignment. And we find it helpful to use the 4 key characteristics of service learning that Dan V. Boutin has introduced to us in his book Service Learning in Higher Education. There he writes that service learning, culturally embedded, socially consequential, politically contested and existentially defining experience. So this gives us 4 perspectives through which we can relate our personal experiences. The first one would be a cultural experience. The second would be the social perspective. The third is a political perspective. And the fourth would be an existentially defining perspective. You can look at these perspectives through a set of questions we provide as an ethical prism. In this prism you see a whole range of questions that you can ask yourself, with which you can reflect your experiences. It is very important that it is always a self-reflection that you should undertake. So if you look at cultural perspectives, you should look at your own cultural perspective, your own cultural attitudes and how they have changed or how your cultural values might have changed during the service. If you look at your social consequences, look at your own behavior. How has your own behavior towards peers, towards family, friends or clients changed during the process of your service? If you look at the political perspectives, you would look at your own power relations. How powerful are you concerning individuals and organizations, and what can you do about this? And if you look at a philosophical, existential perspective, you would ask, what does it mean for me to live a good life? So these would be like 4 perspectives through which you could reflect your own insights. It is now time to choose one question that is really important for you, one issue that concerns you most while doing service learning. This question will form the basis for your essay. So it's really important to talk with your team and with us about your research question, where you will put some efforts in and develop this question into an essay. Please structure your essay well. Your essay should have an introduction with the leading question. It should then have a main part where you elaborate on your findings and insights and maybe also cite some literature. And then you should write up a conclusion where you answer or try to answer your research question. You will probably run into some conflicts during the service, either with your team or with the organization. This is quite natural and we should expect this to happen, since most of our projects rest on some deeper conflicts in the society. We want you to become aware of these conflicts, and we will try to show you how you can deal with those conflicts in a more strategic manner. The next session will talk about this in more detail.